In the last episode of Top Picks, we introduced you to the wonderful tourist destinations in southern China, where the beautiful scenery of Shangri-La and Lijiang in Yunnan are sure to leave you with a deep impression. Today, we'll continue our journey with Miss Zhao from Tuinyo Travel Agency to a marvelous place in the northwest of China, Dūnhuáng.
Dūnhuáng is a renowned national historic city. It is situated at the boundary of Gansu province, Xinjiang in the Qinghai Autonomous Region. In the summer, the temperature is about 24 degrees Celsius, which makes it the perfect weather for traveling. Usually, people will take 2 days to visit the most famous historical sites here. On the first day, you can travel to Yumen Pass on the Great Wall built during the Han Dynasty, and also visit the Yada National Park. The next day, you can visit Mongolia Caves and Mingsha Mountain.
In ancient times, Dūnhuáng was an important trading hub for China, people from Central Asia and Europe, as it was the entrance for the famous Silk Road. The ancient heritage is seen through the famous Mongolia Caves. It has the largest scale of Buddhism murals and painted sculptures in the world. Mongolia Caves are also famous for its painted murals, since they all have different styles and features. There are around 500 rock caves in all the Dūnhuáng frescoes. Many historical stories are depicted in the frescoes, such as the legend of the Silk Road, which reflects prosperous foreign trade during ancient times. The frescoes were painted in different dynasties, so each dynasty presents a different style of art, but they all portray the political and economical status and civilization of the society at the time. With these marvelous sites, Mongolia Cave has already become a national cultural heritage of China.
Mongolia Caves is really worth a visit. Another interesting spot is Mingsha Mountains, which is shaped like a dragon and located in the south of Dūnhuáng. The name comes from its unique sand that can make sounds. Once the wind blows, strange and beautiful sounds will naturally occur. It is a real gift from Mother Nature. The locals call the mountain the organ of the desert, and it's a prominent highlight of the region. Beyond the ancient frontiers, there's also magnificent scenery there.
Under Mingsha Mountain is the Crescent Moon Springs Scenic Area. It is famous for its mountains, springs, sand, and water, and is known as the wonder of the desert. One of the most unique places is the Yadan landform. It is shaped naturally through years of erosion from winds and flooding. The landform shapes are vivid. Some look like humans, horses, camels, and others look like Buddhas and birds. Some people call it the Devil City, since the desert is so huge and people can easily get lost there. And when night falls, you'll hear some weird and scary sounds, so it's better that you travel with a guide on your visit.
Besides seeing the splendid scenery, you can also have the opportunity to experience it close up by riding a camel in the desert, exploring the mystery and history of the land. When night comes, there are still fun things to do. The Shāzhōu night fair is quite famous, and you can watch local performances and taste traditional cuisine, including some tasty barbecue. Speaking of traditional food, the locals prefer noodle dishes, and the beef is also fresh and tasty.
Dūnhuáng is a really good tourist destination because of its low costs. You'll only need to spend about 800 RMB for a 2-day trip, but be sure to make hotel reservations online before you come. The average price per room is about 150 to 200 RMB per night. Transportation there is also very convenient, and you can either get there by plane or by train. But the plane tickets are at a full price all year round, so we recommend you go by train. You can go to Lanzhou City first, then from there you can easily get to Dūnhuáng. In Dūnhuáng, the transportation is also cheap and convenient. It's 1 RMB for the bus and 5 RMB for a taxi to get around.
To have a more pleasant trip, be sure to bring both cool and warm clothing in case of the changes in weather, since there is a big temperature drop from day to night, and also remember to wear sunglasses and use sunblock daily to avoid the strong ultraviolet rays. The food in Dūnhuáng is also more acidic and salty. Also, please take note that Dūnhuáng is located in a religious region, so be aware of and respect the customs. Do not eat pork and dog meat, and do not smoke, drink, or take photos when you enter the temples.